Los Angeles District Attorney George Gascon recall group has 400,000 signatures. Starting to see real light at the end of the tunnel. So George Gascon has been in office since December 2020. Since then, crime has only gotten worse, whether it's murders or robberies or assaults. Now, depending on where you look, it'll say that murders are down, but crime like assaults and theft are up. Or depending on where you look, it'll say theft and assaults are down, but murder is up. I think they're both up, probably. So, let's see here. Uh, Organizers with a group trying to recall Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon said it has collected a good chunk of signatures required to bring the matter to voters. The recall campaign told Fox News Digital on Wednesday that it has collected more than 400,000 signatures and raised $6 million. The campaign needs 566,000 signatures, 10% of registered voters, but July 6th to put the recall question on November's ballot. So they have a little bit under a month to get about 160,000 signatures. So that'll be pretty difficult if you haven't already. If you live in California, you're a registered voter, please go sign that recall. Go sign it if you haven't already. Find somewhere, whether I don't know if you can sign it online. I have people that go sit outside grocery stores and stuff like that. I signed the recall not that long ago. Los Angeles Gascon recall organizers optimistic as more signatures keep coming in. Let's hope that they can meet that deadline. We're starting to see a real light at the end of the tunnel here, and there's a real plausible pathway to get these signatures if we can just keep it up. Campaign spokesperson Tim Lineberger said, "The recall effort is the second since Gascon took office in December 2020. The first failed, but the current attempt has gathered steam amid a series of high-profile cases tied to Gascon's progressive directives and public criticism from crime victims, elected officials, and some of his own prosecutors." Fox News has reached out to Gascon's special advisor and his campaign spokesperson as crime has increased across the county. So has scrutiny of its top prosecutor, who has barred his deputy district attorneys from seeking enhancement allegations, which can significantly lengthen prison sentences and charging juveniles as adults, even those accused of serious crimes, among others. So he's not prosecuting people. He's not throwing the book at people like he could be. He's not, charging certain people. And he's just overall being really just, I don't know, laid back when it comes to crime right now. And he's not doing a whole lot. We have another story here from Alex Villanueva, LA Sheriff Alex Villanueva. Alex Villanueva, I know him. He's often in the news. He often speaks publicly. And he seems like a pretty good guy. He's often doing a lot for the community. He says deputies making arrest, but cases fall apart when they reach DA Gascon. So they apparently fall apart when they reach him, which I'm not surprised considering what I have heard about Gascon. I've heard nothing good. Doing research on this story, there's nothing good about the man that I have seen. Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanueva, a frequent critic of embattled LA District Attorney George Gascon, told Fox News his department does not have a working relationship with the DA's office. "I've never met him in public. I've never had one phone call with him," Villanueva told Fox News. Gascon is facing his second recall attempt, which I've already mentioned. So Villanueva, a Democrat running for re-election in June, called out Gascon as allegedly contributing to the uptick of LA's violent crime. LA has definitely seen an uptick. According to Villanueva, his office presented 13,238 cases that the district attorney's office later rejected because they don't conform to Gascon's special directives. Astonishing number of cases, said Villanueva. These are people that did bad things, that left a victim, have the evidence presented, and they said, "Don't bother," he continued. Gascon's office declined to comment when asked about the DA's relationship with the sheriff's department by Fox News. 13,238 cases that have... What did he say? He said, Villanueva said that these people did bad things, they left victims, and there's evidence that's been presented for the case. But it was rejected by Gascon. 13,238 cases in LA County, I'm assuming alone, were rejected, but they have victims and they have evidence. Insane. Absolutely insane. Gascon's office declined the comment. Of course he did. And let's see. Some include ordering his deputy district attorneys to stop seeking enhancement allegations, which can significantly extend prison sentences, not seeking the death penalty, and barring prosecutors from charging juveniles as adults, regardless of the severity of allegations. So, let's take an example there. Oh wait, here let's continue here. During the campaign, Gascon responded to a Ballotpedia's survey saying LA County deserves a more effective and progressive DA that enhances community safety without over incarcerating our communities. Did they say his response? I don't see the response. The recall campaign organizers have said Gascon's policies are soft on crime. That's completely facts. He should be ousted to keep communities safe. I 100% agree with that. Gascon is definitely a threat to the community, I would say. He's a huge threat to the community. He isn't charging criminals like he should be. And these criminals are getting to stay out on the streets and commit more or greater worse crimes. There's no deterrence in this current scheme, said Villanueva. We have to have teeth in what we're doing. According to data provided by LASD, homicides are down 37% from this point last year. However, robberies and aggravated assaults are up more than 11%. Now, depending on where you look, I've seen that murders are up, but robberies and assaults are down. So it's probably a mix of both. They're probably just up in general. So, well, let's see. I have an example here of one of these awful stories by George Gascon that he could have changed. He could have turned this into a good story. But let's read here from which site is this? This is I can't read that there at the top. This is kget.com news. So they have this here. Bakersfield, California. Sex offender at the center of a firestorm of criticism against Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon pleaded not guilty in Kern County Tuesday to charges of murder and robbery. James Edward Tubbs, 26, was ordered to be held on $1 million bail following his arraignment in the 2019 death of Michael Clark. A criminal complaint provided by the District Attorney's Office says Tubbs killed Clark on or about April 21st, 2019. Clark's body was found in the Kern River in August 2019 in the College Place, Washington. Man had been reported missing by two friends who visited the area with him. Tubbs, who identifies as female and goes by the name Hannah Tubbs, is held on $1 million bail, according to inmate booking records. So, what was his original name? I'm gonna dead name him, as they call it. So, Mr. James Edwards, once arrested, began identifying as Hannah Tubbs, a female, and he only recently begun identifying as a female once he was arrested. And once he was arrested, this is what he was arrested for. In 2019, Tubbs, so the same year he allegedly committed the murder, in 2019, Tubbs was linked through DNA evidence to the 2014 sexual assault of a 10-year-old girl in a Denny's bathroom in Palmdale. Tubbs was 17 at the time. So, let's see. He's 26 now. Or where did it say here? 26. So he's 26 now. He was 17 at the time of this assault. And in 2019, so that's 2 years ago. So about 8 years after this with the 10-year-old girl. So he's 17 at the time, 10-year-old girl. He sexually assaults her in a Denny's bathroom, which I was just at that bathroom like 2 weeks ago, hanging out with a bunch of friends because I live in the area. And, it's crazy to me to think that, stuff like this happened in my town. But at the same time, it's not really. I've lived in LA County for my entire life. This place has only gotten more dangerous. It's only gotten worse. It's really sad to say. California is a beautiful state, but the people just seem to get worse and worse every year. And it seems like the good ones are just fleeing and just getting the heck out of here. And it's really unfortunate to see because I really do love this state. And, seeing stuff like this, because, I remember this story. I remember this story back when I was like 11 or 12 years old. And, everyone was freaked out. They're like, how can this happen? How does that happen? How does someone go into a Denny's bathroom and just do that to a little girl and get away with it? He got away with it for 8 fucking years, and he was only found in Idaho and brought back here. Gascon, continuing his policy of refusing to try juveniles as adults, did not file a motion to move Tubbs to an adult court. So when he was arrested at 24 years old for this crime in 2019, Gascon refused to try him in an adult court. What that means, he was tried in children's court, juvenile court. He was tried in the court for people under the age of 18. He was 2 weeks away from his 18th birthday. At 17, he sexually assaulted a 10-year-old girl. 8 years later, he's now tried as a juvenile, even though he's in his 20s. He's closer to 30 than he's closer to 18, for the record. It's just insane to me. In January, Tubbs pleaded guilty and received a 2-year sentence in a juvenile facility. So he received a 2-year sentence in a juvenile facility because George Gascon refused to up the charges against him. He refused to move it and try him as an adult. That was George Gascon. George Gascon did not file a motion to move Tubbs to an adult court. He could have done this. He knew about the case. Tubbs in 2020 was convicted of assault with a deadly weapon other than a firearm in Kern County, according to court records. Tubbs is due back in court May 20th. So there is a lot of evidence against this man. For one, he's a disgusting human being that admitted to a sexual assault. He was also convicted of assault with a deadly weapon in Kern County already, so the place where the murder victim was found. And then, we can go even further. Not only did George Gascon try him as a juvenile and put this disgusting monster in a juvenile facility, it is reported that he was put in a female juvenile facility. Let's see. To carry out justice, all of the oars in the criminal justice system must be rowing in the same direction. Today, that did not happen. Because Tubbs is now recognized in California as a female, she will be housed with other female juveniles at the facility where she will be transferred. However, Clark said Tubbs would be housed alone. Oh, it's okay, guys. The 26-year-old with a penis is going to be housed alone. So he's not going to be housed with any other females. It's okay. It's fine, guys. It's not like you'll ever see them in the shower or the cafeteria or out in the yard or, anything like that. I certainly hope they're not letting him shower with the other females there. But he is not a female. He should be with the men. He should also be in a male adult prison. And he's incredibly lucky considering if he wasn't a male adult prison, the things that they do to people like him who sexually assault children. He was almost an adult at the time. He was about to be 18. He certainly knew better. If anyone finds out in a male adult prison what he did, he would be lucky to walk away with his life. They're ruthless to people like that. And I don't think it's unjust exactly either, because people like him are disgusting. And it's a him. It is a him. I sincerely like places like the AV News Crew. I get a ton of local news from them all the time for LA County in general. And all throughout this statement here, talking about the new case and the previous case and George Gascon, they refer to this man as a female all throughout this, post here. Does this look like this monster right here? Does this look like a female to you? Does he look like he is a woman? Does he look like he has ever had a uterus? Does he look like he's ever not had a penis? Like, call it for what it is, guys. I sincerely appreciate everything that AV News Crew does. I love these guys. I watch their live streams. I read their posts all the time, almost every day. And it's just really annoying to see this. It's a man. Call him a man. He is a man. Do not listen to him when he says he's a female. He's laughing at you. And what do I mean he's laughing at you? He's literally laughing at everybody calling him a female. Look at this here. We have this on Daily Wire. They posted this from Fox News. They say Fox News later obtained a recording of a phone call from James Tubbs that he made from jail, in which he boasted to his father about getting off easy. So he's getting off easy from George Gascon. Now he's calling his dad to brag about it. Don't worry about it, Tubbs said. It's a strike, but they're going to plead. I'm going to plead out to them and plead guilty. Just making sure I didn't mute my mic, sorry. Paranoid. I'm going to plead out to them and plead guilty. You won't have to register? His father asked. See, even Daily Wire does this. What is this, Daily Wire? It's his father. His. It is not a her. This right here is not a her, Daily Wire. Come on, guys. Stop just buying into this. Call it for what it is. You won't have to register? I won't have to do none of that, Tubbs replied. So what are you going to have to do then? Nothing, Tubbs answered, then laughed. He's laughing at you guys. He's fucking laughing at you guys. Tubbs' victim, who was 10 years old at the time of the attack, told Fox News that the handling of the case has been insulting and unfair to her. More than. I would go more than. It is incredible injustice to this woman. She was 10 years old, and then, this guy gets away with what he did to her. And now she's going on for the rest of her life. Oh, where is he? That's a horrible feeling. How do you gain trust in the public after something like that happens? How do you regain the trust of the public? I don't think you really do. Some 17-year-old went into the female's bathroom and groped you at 10 years old. How do you regain the, trust in society? Especially when the guy just gets away with it for 8 years and then they put him in a female prison. That's just incredibly traumatizing. I can't imagine the feelings that this woman is going through now. That's amazing to me. Not amazing, that's a wrong word. That is just, it's tremendously disgusting. I don't know how else to put it other than that is just horrible. I've also heard that my attacker goes by she-them pronouns now. She added, I see it also as unfair to try him as a woman as well, seeing as how he clearly didn't act like one on January 1st of 2014. That's definitely a good statement, but regardless of him acting like one, he has had a penis his entire life. He's a freaking male. He's a man. While for most people, several years of jail time is adequate, it may not be for Ms. Tubbs. He said, if we knew about her disregard for the harm she caused, we would have handled this case differently. Yeah, right. We would have handled this case differently. He's laughing at you guys, and that's disgusting. He's laughing at District Attorney George Gascon, this man right here. Absolutely horrible man. Again, if you live in California, please vote to recall this absolute monster. He's doing nothing for our communities. He's not arresting the people that he should be arresting. He's not putting the people away that need to be put away. And he's letting these monsters out. Even if they are charged, they're getting charged with light sentences. And they're being sent to the wrong prisons. So, get out and vote. Voting's coming up soon. Please, we have a month until we can, get those signatures on the recall. Please, please, please. And places like AV News Crew, Daily Wire, and other news sources, please, call things as they are. You're the news. I get my information from you guys. It's really confusing when I'm sitting here reading, and I get all the way down to here, and I start to realize, oh, wait, they're talking about a man. They're talking about a man in this. It's completely... it completely changes the story when you change the sex of the individuals. And it's just crazy to me that you guys just buy into the delusion. And then you just allow him to laugh at you while you do it. This man here is laughing at all of you because you're calling him a woman. And he's in a woman's juvenile facility. Let's hope Kern County, does right. And if he did commit that murder... if he didn't, let him off. He's still a disgusting monster, regardless of him being a murderer or not. He pleaded guilty to the sexual assault, still makes him a monster. Is he a murderer? He's yet to be convicted, innocent until proven guilty, even for monsters like this. So I guess we'll see on May 20th, maybe a little bit after that, because, they'll have to go through trial and everything like that. But I'm going to leave the video here. If you like what I'm doing, if you like this video, please share the video. Let everyone know about this disgusting monster and just this disgusting DA that we have here in California. Please get out and vote. Share the video. If you like what I do, please leave a like, subscribe. If you have any criticisms, if there's anything I said that was wrong, please let me know in the comments below. If there's anything in the video that I could change, maybe do better, let me know in the comments. If there's anything good about the video that you like, if there's, things I'm doing right, leave a comment about that too. Leave comments about whatever you want. I just, comments are cool. I like comments. Other than that, follow me on Twitter at... Hi there. If you're seeing this video, it's because you're watching an old video of mine. I previously was posting under the name Gukuhlt Bear. I figured that in the long run, if I want to continue doing YouTube, that I need to have a more professional name. I don't think people are going to want to get news stories and commentary from whoever is named Gukuhlt Bear. That channel will remain up. I'll leave all the videos up on there. I'm going to re-upload all the videos that I made this year and just add this at the end of them. I'm no longer going to be posting on Gukuhlt Bear. I will be posting on this channel here on screen, Tyler Today. I have changed all of my handles to Tyler Today. That is going to be the name that I will be posting under from now on. There's Tyler Today on YouTube. There's Tyler Today on Rumble. Rumble does not let you do spaces, so it is Tyler Today on Rumble. And if you followed me on Twitter, you don't have to go look for another account. All I did was change my @ It was Gukuhlt Tyler. It is now @Tyler Today YT. Someone already had the original Tyler Today, so I just added the YT at the end of it for YouTube because I didn't know what else to put. But if you're seeing this video, please subscribe to the new channel. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I appreciate everyone who did subscribe to Gukuhlt Bear. If you did subscribe to Gukuhlt Bear, please come subscribe to the new channel. I will be posting on the new one. Thank you.